If you're a company admin, you can access the Screen Editor by clicking on Admin in the top nav menu and Screen Editor in the side nav menu. The Screen Editor allows you to edit what appears on the home screen, as well as any Learn More screens. Those correspond to this, Home, and Learn More. There's a lot to see here, so let's start at the top. At the very top, you can see this Role Access section. The roles determine who can see what component on a particular page. So if I click on this component, I can see that Visionary Admin and Visionary users can view this component. If you only have the Visionary Finance Edit role, you won't be able to see this. For example, this Admin button can only be seen by Visionary Admin. You can change who has access to what component by just clicking on the roles that should be allowed to see it, or clicking on them again if you wish them not to see it. By default, if you add a new component, all roles will be able to see it. Continuing to the right, here we have our outline components. This is just a handy visual indicator that draws dotted lines around the components on the screen. You can see when I select it off, we no longer have our dotted lines around the components. If I select it on, you can see we have our dotted lines. Next is the preview. If we click on this preview icon, now we can actually view this as if it's on the page. Clicking on these buttons will actually take you to the particular page. So make sure that you've got any of your edits saved before clicking on these. Looks a little nicer when we take off the outline components as well. Next up is the full screen. If I click on full screen, our editor will overtake the full screen, and you'll be able to just simply use the editor instead of seeing the top navigation bar and the side navigation bar. To exit full screen, click full screen again, and you'll be back. This is the save icon. Whenever you click this, any changes you've made to the current screen will be saved. Continuing down to the right bar here, this section allows you to select a page to edit. Right now, we've selected the home page. Let's see what this page is. I'll click here. This is a warning to show that I have unsaved changes. I don't want to save those changes, so I'll just click OK. Now we can see what's on this particular page. We can add more pages to the Learn More module by clicking this plus icon. And now we have a new screen here, which we can name the screen by editing it here. We can also remove a screen by clicking this trash icon next to it. And then we can change the order that it appears on the sidebar by dragging and dropping with this icon right here. So if we want to add new content to our new page, I like to first select one of these types of columns. My preferred one is the flex column. A flex column will just allow components placed inside it to be nestled up against each other, just like this. So to add components, as you've seen, we can just find the component we wish to add and then drag it and drop it onto the page itself. Say I wanted to add some text above all of this. I'll add some text here, and I'll call this my page title. I was able to edit that by double-clicking on the text and then editing it how I wished. If I want to add some markup, I can simply select whether I want to be bold, italicize, underline, strike through. I can even add a link here, as well as change the wrap for style. You can also change the style of a particular component by going to the Styles tab. Here you'll see several different drop-down menus that will allow you to edit a component. So if I wanted to edit the typography of this, I simply click on the typography, and then I can change the font family, the font size. Say I want to make this 32 pixels. Now you can see it's much bigger, 32 pixels. I want to text align it in the center. And I could also change the color if I wanted to as well. Let's change it to red. There are several other options that you can play around with, but for now, we'll just do the typography. If you notice, there are a few other panels here as well. The Layer Manager will show you all the different layers on your particular page. So for example, you can see that I have the text in this div here, which represents the column, as well as each of these cards represented by a link. This just allows you to easily navigate between the different components on your page. Lastly is the settings. If we click on settings, here we'll be able to edit settings for each component. For example, if we're on this card right here, we can edit the settings by clicking on settings, and then we can edit the href, which is the link for a particular card right here. So say I wanted this to go to, let's say we want to just go to Google. We can go to google.com. Again, let's say I want this to go to a new window. When I click out of a particular component, you can see that there are no settings for no selected components. Alright, say we want to edit this image here on this particular card. I can double click on the image, and here you can select from the preloaded images, or you can upload your own image if you so desire. Let's just go ahead and change it to this icon file here. We can also duplicate components, as well as delete components. You can drag and drop the components in whatever order you want, as we've seen before. But we've added a page, and we've made some edits to it. Let's go ahead and save our work. Excellent. Now we saved. Let's go ahead and check out the Learn More module in a different tab. So now you can see we've got our new page here, where we ordered it, along with the content that we put on this page. If I click on this, this will take me to Google.